Our week-long series, Menopause, the change we're finally talking about continues. We know about the up and down body temperature feelings, but most women work throughout their menopause transition.
And today, NBC5's Kate Chappell is explaining how working women are coping and the steps that you can take to make it more comfortable on the job.
Some of them symptoms were brain fog. I wasn't sleeping well. I started to gain weight, and then my cycles became disruptive.
Life changed drastically for Chappell Wilkins Goodlow about 3 years ago. She's a proud cat mom to 18-year-old Phoenix and once loved her job in healthcare administration until the then 42-year-old says she started experiencing troublesome perimenopause symptoms.
Confusing, primarily because no one talks about that stage.
And she didn't know or understand at the time what was happening.
I was going to the bathroom frequently. It's just so bad that I had the time when I got up out of the chair just so I didn't get embarrassed at work. And it was affecting how they viewed my productivity. And because of that, I had to walk away from that job. And that was painful for me.
More than 75% of women work throughout their menopause transition, and the timing often overlaps with key career growth years for many women as they pursue management or senior leadership positions. The Impact Menopause Study survey shows the most bothersome menopause symptoms, like insomnia, brain fog, and fluctuations in mood, can lead to challenges at work and $150 billion in menopause-related productivity losses worldwide.
What I don't want to do is to stigmatize this in a way that women can't do their jobs or that they should get some special accommodations. Those things may come back to bite us, too.
Dr. Monica Christmas is the director of the Menopause Program and Center for Women's Integrated Health at the University of Chicago. She's also the associate director for the Menopause Society, which finds unsupported menopause symptoms drive up employer health care costs and can lead to $1.8 billion in missed workdays. She says employers can take several steps to better support midlife employees, who represent a large and growing percentage of the workforce.
One piece of it is having insurance plans, coverage plans, that allow for treatment options to be covered so that they're at that person's disposal. Having a work environment where you've got access to windows or fresh air, where there might be some modification if you have to actually wear a uniform. Maybe there's a summer uniform and a winter uniform. Whether or not people have access to working from home certain times a month without feeling stigma related to that. Having access to mental health services.
For Chappell,
I was surprised because no one had ever connected those dots for me. And I had been having symptoms for a while.
It came down to finding a doctor she trusted. After initial visits with 3, she finally found Dr. Christmas, who helped her lose 60 pounds through diet and exercise. Unfortunately, after she'd already left a job she loved.
Do you feel like if this had even been talked about just a little bit more, that maybe you'd still have that job?
Yes, that could have been avoided. One of the things I realized is that in my community, we talk about the first cycle, we talk about pregnancy, we talk about childbirth. But when you get to the stage of perimenopause and menopause, it's almost silent. Please advocate for yourself. When one doctor won't listen, advocate. Advocate until you find someone that has the compassion to understand what your body is going through.
Such great advice from her.
Yeah.
And you do have all these wonderful women in your life that you talk about before and after kids. Are there support groups out there for people going through menopause?
Yeah, so I'd recommend you talk to your primary care doctor or your clinician first to find out maybe some hyperlocal options. But I did find 2 online support communities that could help. Red Hot Mamas and the perimenopause and menopause community, both created to help you connect with others, share your experiences, find expert information that you can trust, because there's a lot of information on the internet. Also, check with your employer, not only about the insurance benefits that you have, but it also never hurts to ask about free seminars, either in person or online. Maybe just bringing it up, they'll bring in an expert for you.
And we know you've had this series all week. It's been great to learn a lot this week. Looking ahead to tomorrow, what topic will you be covering for us then?
This one is talked about a lot. We're talking about hormonal and non-hormonal therapy options. So join us again at 4.
All right. Kate, thanks so much. Kate.